on, Mr. Espinosa?
What's the time? I'll wait for the principal. I need to be here. Come in.
I have a talk with one of them.
Yeah. I don't know what chili this is. Gotta be here. Well, I don't know anything. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know why she got. Yeah, de veras, she got. Thought she was complaining for it.
Por mí.
Okay, we're back in open session, and the time was 7:10 when we opened it, right?
Yes, sir.
Consideration to approve the employment of new professionals, staff, Ms. Veronis.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the employment of new professional staff as discussed in closed.
Okay, do we have a motion for that?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Mata,
Second.
second by Mr. Espinosa. Questions, concerns?
Sir, I want to enter an alternate motion.
Okay, you make an alternate motion. We have, can somebody second your motion?
Second.
Mr. Bonilla. So, we're gonna vote first on your motion.
I motion that item 6A be tabled into the next scheduled special meeting or regular meeting of the CCISD Board of Trustees until the board can review contract issues for one of the positions.
Okay, and you second it, sir.
Yes, I second the motion.
Okay, can we vote, wait,
I'm along the same lines, so we do need to have discussions on that particular individual. The other ones are not an issue because they've already been hired.
good.
So, and they're gonna be addressed in 6C.
Okay, so all in favor of, that motion? Against, you're voting? So you're voting against,
You make the
The
motion.
tabling,
no,
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
the tabling?
yes.
I would like to approve it today.
Our motion is second.
But they're motioning to
Table.
table it, and I think we need,
So that was.
we need that person.
The first.
Take a vote, sir. We need to finish the vote count. There might be some confusion with the,
Okay, we had another motion.
Yeah, to table that person,
No, I think.
That's the vote
critical to
right now,
have
Mr.
Somebody tonight.
okay.
so,
So you're what?
Voting on Mr. Martinez and
Yeah. But are you voting for it, Mr. Mata?
No, Harrison.
No, he was.
so let's finish it off. It's them two.
okay,
Okay, all in favor of the, motion that was made by,
Vince, right?
no, you need to, how many you have to vote against
yeah,
our motion?
well, we already voted on your motion.
Oh, no, only the ones asking for in favor.
Okay,
Nobody has voted against it.
Against.
okay, anybody against? Okay, then we go next to the motion that was,
Whoa. The motion passes 2-0, sir.
So Peggy, we're doing the,
well, I'm against it.
But there was no count.
Your hand.
To get the vote to see who motions to pass it.
well, first. it's-
No, first of all, we
Alternate
have to
motion.
vote against your motion. Okay, I'm against the motion.
I'm against it.
But the vote's already been taken. There was not, you brought it up, sir, that there was
No, because we have another motion.
a motion.
We have another motion. Your motion died because, we voted for,
No,
I have to take exception, sir, because there was no nay votes on that motion. So there were 2 A's no nays were given, so
Well, we were gonna vote on the nays, so we voted on the nays. On the second motion,
Point
in
of order,
favor?
point of order, sir. I mean, we're out of,
we're not out of order, sir.
Can you read?
we're out of.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, motion passes.
Mr. Pettis, can you provide?
Sir, we don't need Mr. Perez right now, we already have the motion, okay?
Order, sir, can we get,
We already have the motion that passed through.
can we get?
Okay, let's,
We can easily recall the earlier motion and revote again if we have a board majority to recall the motion.
So recall.
okay, so you have a motion, second by Mr. Bonilla. Questions, concerns? All in favor of the motion? 2 against? Are you abstaining or? Okay, okay, we have another motion, in favor of approving all of the persons that were presented. You made the motion,
Seconded by Gabriel.
you second it?
Gabriel, get the second.
No, Cruz had made it at
Make
first.
the motion.
He
Okay,
seconded.
all in favor? Motion carries,
oh, what about against? You have,
but against? Okay. Okay, so motion passes. Madrones?
Item B, the recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the employment of new at-will staff as discussed and closed.
Okay,
Motion.
motion, Mr. Espinosa, second.
second,
Second by
Bonilla?
Mr. Bonilla.
Sonia. Questions, concerns? All in favor? Motion carries. Next,
Item C, the recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the employment of the individuals listed in Exhibit A, as presented in closed session, as teachers of record for the 25-26 school year under a school district teaching permit in accordance with the Texas Education Code, Section 21.055, and to authorize the superintendent to submit the required written notice to the Commissioner of Education and any other action necessary to implement this approval, also as discussed and closed.
okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Tamata. Do you have a second?
Second.
Come on, Mr. Espinosa. Questions, concerns? All in favor? 7-0. Ernest, do you have any?
That's,
Okay, we're gonna move, right quick to,
consent
the
action.
consent action items. We have the meetings of the 16, 21, 28. I don't know if everybody was here. On the 16, was everybody here? Okay, I need a motion to approve that one.
so move,
Sonia, second.
Second.
Questions, concerns? All in favor? On the 21st,
One abstention.
one abstention, Mr. Mata. On the 21st, I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Martinez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Espinosa. Questions, concerns? Sonia,
All in favor?
I'm gonna abstain,
abstain?
on the 21st,
Yes.
yes, I'm gonna,
Outright. Absent?
yes.
Okay. On the 28th, special meeting.
Sir, I don't think you called for
Gotta
the
do
vote.
the
You
against, I
didn't call in
guess.
favor. or
Yes, and
against.
Okay.
abstain.
Favor.
All in favor?
Somos tres, 4, 5.
And one abstention. Okay, on the 28th, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Espinosa, second.
Second.
Mr. Houston, questions, concern? All in favor? Motion carries 7-0. Okay, at this point in time, we're gonna move some items around, Ms.
We need to
Drones.
cover the bills.
Oh, we have, the bills for July 25th. Do I have a motion to approve the monthly bills?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Espinosa,
Second,
second Mr. Bonilla. Questions, concerns? Not all in favor? Pass 7-0. Okay, at this point in time, we have action items, but we're gonna move, I think
M.
M, is, Western College, with a presentation. And then we'll go with Southwest Texas, I mean, with
Yes.
South Ross.
If you will, sir. We have a brief presentation. Yeah,
We're doing L or M first?
M.
M, Southwest.
Okay.
Good evening, Board President, board members.
Thank you.
I have a short, Superintendent, we have a short presentation, but we also have handouts here. I'll wait till she. hands it on. So I'm here to talk about Southwest Texas College and our partnership with Crystal City ISD, Crystal City Community, Sonata County. We've been doing dual credit since 1995. We've been a strong partner with the district. We have a long-standing relationship. Our faculty is very well experienced in teaching dual credit. We have local faculty here that teach dual credit. We have a lot of resources that are available to your students right here in this community. We have a building just 2 blocks down that has computer labs, biology labs, advisors, financial aid, campus director there, and all that's available to the students right here. We do have some online classes as well, but we all know that the more face-to-face instruction that you can have with the students, the better. You know, online gives you options, but as far as the quality of instruction, you can't beat face-to-face. This is our mission: to enrich lives and advance growth with the education of our diverse communities. We understand that we serve a very diverse community. Yeah, so we've been empowering our students, and in the slide, you can see some of those pictures that were presented to you. Some of your former students that have former ISD students, dual credit students, came to us and then transferred. We have doctors, pharmacists, you name it. That's been a pathway for these students. And our faculty has been right there to help them hand in hand to go through the process to get the education that they need. We have this TRIO program, it's called Upward Bound. Several years ago, we wrote a grant and we selected Crystal City ISD to be a partner in that grant. So we fund a full-time advisor, Gilbert Betancourt, that works full-time at your campus to help support the students and get them college ready. We wrote that grant because we're a partner with the district, thinking about how we can best serve. That's some of the things that are provided through our TRIO program. They just wound up the summer portion of it on campus. They come to campus during the summer. This is another thing that we've done for the community here in Crystal City. It's called Kate's Cowboy Promise. So this is a foundation that came to us and said, we want to help the students. And I said, well, can we expand it to include graduates from Crystal City ISD? And they said yes. So what they're doing is every graduate from 2025 through 2030, they're going to pick up the cost of their tuition, $300 in books on top of that, until they graduate with Southwest Texas College. That's a huge win for the district, community. All they have to do is graduate from your high school. And then that scholarship is open, available to them. The only requirement to qualify is file your financial aid. You don't have to be awarded, you just have to file it. Here's some cost savings for the district. Looking back, comparing fall 22 to fall 24, our academic courses went from a fall to fall comparison, $56,000 to $8,600. This last year, the academic portion of your bill was $16,000, roughly $8,000 each semester. I'll also remind you that we're paying you rent. We have a patient care tech program for the community. We're fixing to start a welding program If you take those two combined, you're paying me 16,000 and I'm paying you about 40,000. So, you know, as a district, you're coming out ahead. On the technical courses, that one went from 50,000 to 16,000 for the fall. Combined for the year, it's about 40 grand. But for 40 grand, you get two full-time teachers. One that teaches the patient care, juniors and seniors, and one that teaches welding, juniors and seniors. You can't hire two faculty members for 41,000 dedicated to your campuses. I think they're north of $50,000 too, if you can find one. So we also have full-time evening faculty assigned to CCISD, and there's that welding rent revenue. So here's the great news. I can talk to you about College Connect and the Bridge program. We have all those. We have all the same programs that you heard about last month. We hired a Region 20 expert to help us, to work with us and to work with your superintendent in the district and really find out ways that we can maximize your CCMR bonus. Last year, Crystal City ISD got 0 from CCMR. And that's, we want to change that, and we want to help you change that. And the way to change it is we need to align the high school and the college's career pathways to where we maximize those points that give you credit for CCMR. There really shouldn't be a reason why you can't get 50, 60, 70, $100,000 in CCMR bonus. We want to get you there. And we've hired Region 20, they're experts in CCMR, to work with us and to work with y'all. We're selecting 3 or 4 districts to work with initially. We're willing to work with CCISD to be one of those districts to figure out how can we help you maximize your funding for the district. And one other thing I was reading last month, nursing program. We have a nursing program here. Our nursing program is located in Valdi, Del Rio, and Eagle Pass. That's where the training occurs. Our program has a 90% pass rate, first time in the NCLEX. Student comes out of our program, they finish everything that they need to do, there's a 90% chance they're gonna pass the first time. That's an excellent pass rate. Right here, local, we have our support center right here next door that is available to the students, available to the faculty as a resource. I have my administrative team here, beginning with Vice President Academics, Ms. April Ruman, Dean of Applied Science, Mr. Armando Mondragon, Dean of Dual Credit, Mr. Chuck Garabedian, Director of Dual Credit, Savannah Martinez, my wife, which is also a psychology faculty member, Jacqueline Gonzalez, Ms. Lali de la Cruz, our campus director, Dr. James Delgado, he's our biology instructor. And I know he does a lot of the biology dual credit as well. Did I miss any of our other? Be glad to answer any questions. I really appreciate the partnership and support that we've had with the district.
Trustee Pinoja.
We do too.
Trustee Pinoja. Can you ask?
Holler, your college holler grant's gonna be affected by the things that are happening in Washington.
So we've been lucky that none of our grants have been impacted. In fact, if we look at what the changes they made to Pell, the Pell, instead of, the talk was that they were gonna, raise the eligibility and lower the amount. What they ended up doing is opening up Pell to cover more of the workforce trainings. So right now, it has to be almost like a year-long program. With the changes that they approved, a program between 7 weeks and 16 weeks is now eligible for Pell. So like those PCT classes, some of those are gonna be eligible for Pell, where in the past they weren't.
This is all grants, not loans.
Is this grants? Grants. Cowboy Promise is a scholarship. That's not a grant, that's not a loan, that's a private foundation giving us $500,000 each year to give to the students.
Number 2, how come you didn't bring Derek?
Derek's holding the fort down in Uvalde.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So how do you see this grant? I mean, like, what you were saying, that you all are gonna be able to get,
The CC,
on a yearly basis, or it's, they get to you for 5 years, or?
Your
the
grant.
King's Cowboy Promise, they gave us $5 million for 5 years.
5 years.
And they said, come to us in year 3, year 4, and we'll see if we'll extend it. If we need to make it bigger, we need to expand the counties. They're very open to continue. They gave us an initial 5 years to get some data back for them. It's the Kate Marmion Briscoe Foundation.
This is year 2, right? This will be year
This is
2,
Year 1,
25, 26?
starting year 1. So the first eligible students are those that graduated May 25.
I have a couple of questions. You mentioned the CCMR outcome, so how can SWTX partnership help improve? You shared a little bit, but, you know, the bonus funding, how does that work? How does that?
So the key, you know, so our lane is higher ed and the college. Y'all's lane is K through 12, you know, public ed. And historically, we've tried to respect your lane and my lane and not to bleed over. We offer the dual credit, and at the request of the district, here's the classes that I want to offer. The focus that we want to take this year is be more deliberate about which classes to make sure that those classes lead to a CCMR point on your side of the house. And if I can get it to reach a point on your side and reach a point on my side, then we both increase our funding. The other thing is, if I can align those industry certifications, because those are key in order for y'all to get that funding, if I can align my certifications to those that TEA accepts, then when the student reaches that point, we both get credit for it. And on top of that, you're able to submit it for reimbursement because it's one on the TEA approved list. So that's the work that Region 20 is helping us put together and come up with these prescribed plans that maximize the industry certifications on the TEA side and on the higher ed side, both. And we're looking at it's hard to, we serve over 25 districts. We have over 3,200 dual credit students. But we're gonna pick 4 or 5, Crystal City is one of them, to really get into the weeds and line up as much as we can, all these programs, so you can maximize your CCMR. Takes a lot of work, but we're gonna do it with y'all.
The questions, I mean?
No.
Oh, so let me ask you, I mean, do you have some type of documentation or whatever, after our kids, I mean, graduate from your college? I know, I mean, we have some seniors that will graduate from high school and at the same time graduate from Southwest Texas Junior College.
Like how many?
No, where are they go? Do you have, are you tracking where they're going? I mean, San Antonio?
Okay, so once they transfer,
Yeah, once they're
Yes.
done with the,
we can get that. It's a little delayed because it goes through a system called the National Clearinghouse. But we can select, like, going back to like 2023, 2024, we can pick the dual credit students that graduated from Crystal City ISD and then find them on the National Clearinghouse, and we can tell you specifically where they're at right now, if they're in higher ed. And I will tell you, of the 23 class, 90% of our students are either working or they're enrolled in higher ed somewhere else, or they went to continue their bachelor's degree. But we can certainly get you that information from the National Clearinghouse and tell you exactly where those students are at.
I know the students that, I mean, are not going the
Academic?
out of, education or something like that, the welders, whatever,
The trades?
the trades, I mean, do you have a lot of those that,
Yes, so there's,
I mean, your welders, your,
right, we have a similar report that we can pull down from the Workforce Commission that looks at our trades, our like welders, automotive, cosmetology, you name it, you know, that we have 30 technical programs. We can pull, we can't tell you exactly where they're working, but we can tell you that they are working and if they're working in the field or not, in the area that they got their certificate or degree from. We can certainly pull that. Yes, Ms.
Mr. Martinez?
How many dual credit courses are offered here at the district? Outside of the patient care tech or any of the certifications, welding and things like that, actual, dual credit courses that will count to a, associate's degree?
That would be Ms. Puente.
How many do,
How many dual credit classes?
Look the master schedule.
Savannah, do you have?
It fluctuates. I know that most of the time it's the core classes, English is, government, history, so biology, I'd say maybe there's about 12.
Generally, you have your 1301, 1302
Yeah.
English, History 1,
Want me
History
to
2.
name them?
No, just
Yeah, about 12.
about,
The magic number for us to get state, because the way community colleges were funded completely changed 2 years ago. And we get zero funding for full credit until they reach 15 hours. Once they reach 15 hours, then the state will fund us. But if they reach 12, 9, the state says, you didn't do your job. You have to get them to 15. So by the time they're seniors, that's our goal, to get them to at least 15 credits.
I have two more questions. So you mentioned the outcomes and funding returns, so can SWTX help us and be able to improve those outcomes? You mentioned earlier, that we were part of that group, so that's gonna.
Yes, absolutely. I think this work that we're doing this year, we've already had a couple of meetings with our consultant from Region 20. The thing about CCMR is they fund you 2 years behind. So you got to get the graduates and then they'll fund you 2 years. So right now you're investing in those graduates that you're gonna get paid for 2 years down the road. But we need to start somewhere. We need to start investing in getting those counters. I think by the end of the academic year, we'll be able to implement a lot of these strategies that we're gonna, streamlining those pathways. We can tweak it as we go. The patient care, the welding, the superintendent and I had a conversation about perhaps there's ways that we can modify it to where it maximizes your CCMR and lowers your cost as well.
So that's leading to my next question. So the PCT and welding, do they lead to industry-based certifications that are recognized by TEA and are supported by HB3 funding metrics?
They both are, yes. That and welding.
What is our cost? What is our cost?
Okay, so the cost for each of those programs is $45,000. However, because you have so many students that are eligible for FAST, and you hear the FAST, if a student is on free and reduced lunch, the state picks up the cost of that tuition. It's a state grant. You don't have to pay it back. So from 45,000, your cost went down to 16,000 on each of the programs. And then combined, instead of paying 90, you paid 41. And that's what I was saying. That compares, compare that to the two salaries. If you were to hire your own PCT instructor and your own welding instructor, you'd be paying 90, 100,000 plus the bennies.
And out of those 12 classes that we offer, are the employees Southwest Texas Junior College employees, or are they?
For the most part, they are. I think we do have some in-house within the district. And when you have a credentialed faculty in-house, we ask them to come to our adjunct training. They use our curriculum, they use our text, they use our syllabus, and then we can credit the course even though it's your faculty. And when it's your faculty, the tuition is always zero. So there's never a cost when it's your own faculty member. And when you don't have it, Dr. Delgado, he teaches full-time. My wife teaches, Crystal? No, yeah, Crystal and Carrizo. Canepa, she does a lot of dual credit as well.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
That couple financial assistance, does that differentiate between, or is that only for kids that are going to a four-year track, not for trade?
It goes both academic and trade. So if you have a student that graduates this year, 26, and says, I want to do welding, it'll cover it.
For the 2 years?
For the 2 years it takes them to finish the program. If they want to come in and do automotive, diesel mechanics, cosmetology, nursing, whatever it is, it'll cover.
But that's outside of the dual credit, right?
Once they graduate.
That's once they graduate. So
Once they graduate, they come to our campus, any one of our campuses, free tuition. I say free, they're picking up the cost for you.
Questions?
No,
Again, I appreciate the partnership that we've had for so many years with the district. Look to continue working and enhancing this partnership.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You ready for
We're not supposed to.
an action?
You ready to recommend?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Ms. Rones,
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the dual credit partnership agreement between Crystal City ISD and Southwest Texas College.
Very much. Thank you.
we have a motion,
motion?
motion by Sammy Houston,
Second.
Second,
second by, Mr. Espinosa. Questions, concerns?
I have a couple, I want to discuss something real quick. Even though I can't vote, but it doesn't state that I can give my opinion. So I did provide a little handout on the Crystal City CCMR outcome bonus projection for 2025. So if you look at that, you could easily see that, and this is just a projection. It's just assuming if we had 45 students earned TA-approved IBCs, which we are aligned with, and 30 students earned academic dual credit, and we're also 74.6 economically disadvantaged, the possible projected outcome bonus could be 263,000. If we start utilizing that, that itself will pay for anything else that, the district incurs, plus we get more. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries 6.
Abstention.
6, and 1 extension.
bring Derek next time. I coach baseball with him.
So Austin, well, I'm over
It's gonna be item F.
what is going to be your recommendation? Let's hear them. Short presentation.
Dr. Garza, do you want to just, Salras already presented a couple of meetings ago. Do you want to just,
Recap.
give a
on-
recap?
You guys didn't bring any gifts?
Thank you, Mr. Board President, for allowing me to be here. Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you, members of the board. I did make a presentation last time that we were here. We are trying our best to make sure that we come in to your community and provide services and academic programs for your community and for your students. I am very impressed with the presentation. I know exactly what they're doing with the technical degrees. It is fantastic. I always see a lot of students graduating from the program. It is a great thing that they do. They have about 500 students that actually can come to us that are on the academic side. We are academics. We're not CTE. We're not technical degrees, but we do have also the capability of all the things that Dr. Gonzalez presented. Financial aid, we have it. We have also something called Global Promise. So any student that graduates from Carrizo Springs, it's already a graduate, that it goes to the actual university, and the financial aid doesn't cover. For example, if the tuition is $7,000, but they only get $5,000. Global Promise promises that they're going to cover the $2,000 that they are required. The difference between us and Southwest Texas Junior College is no different. They're educating the students. They're doing their best to make sure they provide a service for the community. That's what we want to do too. We have the ability to actually get a bachelor's degree. That's the difference. We are a university, they are a junior college or college itself. But I feel confident that both of us can work together to make sure that we educate the community. There is no difference in educating either from them or for us. The only difference is that we are able to help your students get a bachelor's degree. Like last time I did talk a little bit about some of the academies that are extremely important. I have talked to Superintendent Briones about the CCMRs. We connected with them. I did tell her exactly what we can do for teaching academies. We can also have other academies that we can bring into the district, which is the Business Academy. But I feel I need to go back to the actual education academy, the teaching academy, because I am sure that this district is in need of teachers. So what I told you last time, she has a pathway there that I introduced about a month ago that helps your students go through the program. By the time they're 19, 20 years old, which we've already done in Andrews ISD, and we are going to do in Eagle Pass and in Carrizo Springs, the student can actually get fully certified by the time they're 19, 20 years old. We've had a student in Andrews that graduated 20 years old, fully committed to be a teacher, and that student can come back and be part of this community. That's what we're offering. It's extremely important that you understand the difference in what we're doing. Of course, we can also create business academies, but the one that's extremely important also is nursing academy. Yes, Southwest Texas Junior College offers those nursing academies or nursing programs, but we offer a nursing academy that gets you a bachelor's degree. It's called Bachelor's in Science in Nursing. We are starting that program now. The student goes through our program. They can graduate from your school, and in a year after they graduate, they can be fully certified nurses with a BSN. A lot of the hospitals around the community, here, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, and Valde, are requiring or requesting nurses, RNs, CNAs, and all kinds of medical people to actually get their BSN because that brings them up into the academic, onto the administration side. We would like to partner with you guys. We're here to provide these academies. I know that both of us can provide some services for the district. I am confident that we can come in and create partnerships with you guys. We have the same financial assistance for the district. We have the FAST program. It's going to be the same thing that the junior college is doing, the Southwest Texas College is doing. But I know, Mr. Houston, you asked me last time, what costs for those students that do not qualify for FAST? There is no cost. We will charge you zero, no cost to the district. The students can take classes with us, and there will be no bills to the students that don't qualify for FAST. That, in short, is what I talked about last time. I'm not sure if you guys have any questions for me.
I have a couple of questions. You mentioned the nursing program. So it appears that the RN program is located in Alpine?
Ford, I think you should mention that you are the vice president of the Southwest Texas College.
What was that?
Full disclosure,
Yeah, I am. I'm not voting. Full disclosure.
just so people can know. It's an open meeting.
Thank you. So the RN program is located in Alpine, and the online BSN program requires a student to first have RN, right? Correct? So if I understand this correctly, our students will have to attend a nursing and school in Alpine in order to receive their RN license?
No, sir. No, we have a new program that's starting in Eagle Pass. So the courses that they're taking here at your camp, at this district, are the courses that they qualify for actually taking the dual credit courses that they take qualifies them to the next phase, which is going to be in Eagle Pass. Once they graduate from here, they go take another year in Eagle Pass, Texas, and that will get them their bachelor's degree. The one that you're talking about, yes, sir, it is in Alpine, and we do have students, about 13 students from Eagle Pass and this surrounding area that are actually taking those courses. And it's an online program, but that's a little bit separate than what I'm talking about.
So where's your RN faculty?
Our faculty will be in Eagle Pass. Remember, the one thing that I forgot to tell you is, the legislature passed something this past legislative session, which allows us to do the 4-year academic program for our university. We have the downward expansion. We actually start that program in the fall of 2026. By then, we will have 5 nurses in Eagle Pass. We're starting an academy here with freshmen and sophomores. Well, at least we're not starting it here yet. But we're starting in Eagle Pass, and we're having it in Springs, which we will get a cohort of students that are freshmen and sophomores. And by the time they graduate, in whatever that year is, we will already have the program in Eagle Pass.
So, and in line with that, you know, I did a little bit of research and I checked on the Texas Board of Nursing website. It says that your nursing program is not yet approved and is on warning because of low pass rates. So 2023 was 40% and 2024, 36%. So why should we encourage our students in Crystal City, to attend a program with poor track record that is not fully approved by the Board of Nursing?
Because I feel confident that we will improve the things that we're doing right now, specifically with this area. I am very confident that we will take care of the things that we need to take care of to make sure that the students get educated and get their actual degree. Yes?
I have a question. The way I understand it, I mean, your program is geared to get students to get into the field of teaching and going to South Ross and finishing their certification in teaching, right?
If a student takes those classes.
The classes that,
Okay.
then they can transfer, and in a matter of, you mentioned 20 years, I mean, you have students that are graduating, ready to start teaching.
Yes, sir. There will be there will be elementary teachers. They could be by the time they're 19, 20 years old, depending on the credits that they have at the high school level.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Go first, sir.
Last time you came, I don't sleep well after board meeting.
Excuse me, I'm sorry?
I don't sleep well after board meeting. I was thinking, why can't South Ross and Uvalde get together? You guys talk. Uvalde's only a 2-year program. And after Uvalde finishes with their graduates, you pick them up instead of trying for you guys to come in 4 years. To me, it's much simpler. I go to Uvalde 2 years, and then you guys are waiting. They become juniors and seniors.
And
That's the way I see it.
We do have a partnership with the Southwest Texas. We do have them. As a matter of fact, we're trying to retain some of the students to enroll in the fall, and there's about 13 students from Crystal City that have already enrolled, that are already with the university because they were with them, so it's a path that they're taking. Now, the other thing that I need to mention is for nursing or for teaching academy or for business, when they take the courses here, they can go wherever they want. They can go to UTSA, they can go to Texas A&M, they can go whatever they want to go. They have their credits here.
But your degree program had freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior.
Yes, sir.
My thing is like, and I don't know, I mean, I never got a master's degree or anything. Why can't Uvalde, freshmen and sophomores, they're very prepared, and then you guys pick them up as juniors and seniors, and I think everybody will be happy. Because junior college can't send them over as junior seniors. Your college can. So to me, I'm coming into South Ross as a freshman, and you wanted me to take all these classes to become a teacher. At the end of my freshman year, I might not want to be a teacher. So Valde provides all these other opportunities. Boom, they finish their 2-year, whatever Valde offers, and then you pick them up as a 4-year college.
Okay, last question will be from Mr. Martinez.
You're not only offering the pathway to a teacher, right? That's what you presented to us last time. what I see you're offering is a pathway to a four-year degree.
Yes, sir.
Whether it be business, whether it be nursing, whether it be teaching, whether it be anything. You're offering criminal justice, whatever other degrees you're offering, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're offering the core courses, so when they get out, when they graduate, with that plan, when they graduate, they'll take one semester or 1 year, year and a half to be able to finish the last classes they need for teaching, whether it's their student teaching, whatever the case may be.
Yes, sir.
Since we can't offer that here at the district, right? And it's the same case for everything else, right? All the rest of the degrees that we have. I think it's just a great opportunity for Crystal City, right, for our students. And shouldn't be pinned one versus the other.
No.
You know, it's gonna be, my opinion, for the district to really dig in to see what our students want to do in the future and guide them to either CNA program, whether it's a certificate or whether they have, you know, aspirations beyond a CNA or anything to decide on a four-year program. Not saying Southwest Texas Junior College cannot offer that, or Southwest Texas College, they can offer that. I think you guys are just granted the ability to teach the lower levels, right? To do the.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, I just want to say thank you to both, you know, for the opportunities that you're presenting to Crystal. The opportunities weren't there when I was here, except for Southwest Texas Junior College. But it's just a great opportunity, and you know, hopefully things go good right now. But just want to say thank you to everybody.
Can I make a comment on that, sir?
One more comment, and then I'm gonna have Ms. Verones make a recommendation.
Superintendent Bernardes asked me to see if there was a possibility for this district to become an entity for student teachers, and I have sent her an MOU. No matter what happens, hopefully we can sign that MOU, and they will be eligible, this district will be eligible to offer our university to get student teachers here in your district. And I think you did receive that MOU.
Yes, I did, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's
Right.
One more. And looking at the MOU, I noticed that there were no success coaches, right? So how does SOROS ensure that dual credit students receive personalized academic support and success coaching while enrolled in dual credit courses, especially considering that there is no physical campus present in Crystal City? So our MOU is very transparent. It provides everything, it shows everything, but when I looked at yours, I couldn't find anything.
It might not be in the MOU, but this staff that's right here is part of the actual support staff that will come and help your district, your students be successful. The communication from your counselors to us is going to be extremely important. Your teachers and your monitors that will be in the class will have access to our grades. So we will be able to communicate instantly to make sure that those students are succeeding. And there will be a liaison, one person, two people that actually communicate with them. One of them is Aurora. She's right there. Aurora, raise your hand. She is one of the people that will actually communicate with your counselors. There is another person by the name of Michelle Lancaster that will communicate with your district to coordinate the classes, but the support will be there, sir. We are here to make sure that your students succeed. Okay, I'll stop there because I have other things that I could say, but.
One more, I promise.
No more questions, that's it. Ms. Verones, do you have a recommendation?
Yes, sir. The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the MOU for the Teacher Academy for dual credit academic agreement between Crystal City ISD and Sulross State University.
Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Motion by Tammy Houston,
second.
second by Benz Martinez. Questions, concerns?
So this will be another option.
Questions, concerns? Yeah, another option.
Yes, sir.
Questions,
I
concerns?
have a question. Will our student be able to choose between South Ross and junior college? It's not.
The MOU that we have, the MOU that we are considering right now is only for the educator pathway. Right now, that's our beginning with Sulross. We're going to see how it works. And then of course, yes, the students will have options because they do on a yearly basis of moving in and out of pathways. Hopefully the cohort that we recruit Year one is a group that goes all the way through. But for the purpose of this MOU, we are only considering the educator academy, or the teacher academy.
Okay.
If, Mr. President, just have a comment in reference to the way the motion is written. It doesn't mention anything about teacher academy only. It's just generic dual credit academic achievement.
In our discussion, it's, the memo of understanding is for the teacher academy.
And what's the reason for just doing the teacher academy and not full-blown dual credit?
Because it's an introduction, it's Sol Russ's introduction into our public system. So it's our starting points. We need to see how we work out the memo, the needs of our kids, and see what the success rate is going to be.
I guess of the classes that are gonna be offered, there's probably gonna be overlapping 1301s for English and things, right? How is the district going to ensure that there isn't any confusion between the students to see?
It would be dependent on the pathway that the student is
How is
in.
the district gonna ensure like they're guiding the
The
person?
counselors, as soon as the students come in as freshmen, the counselors know the pathway.
I'm sorry, that's gonna be their counselors, not ours, right?
Our counselors know the pathways, yes, sir. Our counselors. It's already,
Set up.
it's already set up, it's designed that way.
We have a
I have a
motion.
comment before yes, as Sammy mentioned, I am the vice president, but first and foremost, I am a board member and I'm for the students here and I'm looking out for our students in Crystal City, especially our high school students. So with that said, what I want to say is that we've been established here with dual credit since 1995. We have a strong support system. We do pay taxes to our community college here, and we're very established, so I just wanted to share that.
Acknowledge that. How can you, if you're for the kids, then you're good to give kids more opportunities. That's all this is.
Okay, now we need to vote.
All in favor?
Did somebody make a motion?
We already took the first and the
And
second.
he seconded it. There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
I favor it based on our students will have more opportunities I'm looking out after my students. Our students.
Against? Abstentions?
Abstain.
Ronnia? And
Abstain.
another
Abstain.
abstention. So motion passes with 5 votes.
Thank you.
In favor and 2 abstentions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Garza.
Thank you.
So, board.
So we go back to,
Go back to what? No.
we go back to A, and action items.
Going back to action items, discussion, action to consider board approvals of the delegates, alternates to the 2025 TESB Delegate Assembly. Lunes.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve a delegate and alternate to the 2025 TASB Delegate Assembly. So the board has to designate, we spoke of this, Mr. Martinez wanted to be considered as the primary delegate. We do need an alternate.
Can I approve Cruz Mata?
Delegate.
Well, the motion is to say yes to the delegate.
Yes.
Saying yes to the delegate,
He already said yes, now we need an alternate.
An alternate.
motion.
And Cruz is,
I approve Cruz Mata.
so then, I mean, you have to be,
Second the motion?
get all in favor of both the delegate and the alternate.
And the alternate.
Thank you, Vince.
Okay, B, consider an action item to approve the agreement, the purchase of minimum credit.
Mr. Espejo, previously discussed,
Oh, yeah.
there will be no action here.
No action, that's right.
We'll Jump to
C,
C.
discussion action to approve the Crystal City ISD student code of conduct.
So you have the student code of conduct, it's coming to you. Again, it's recently been, we've had to recently modify it to match legislative year 89. Noralicia will come to the podium for any questions. Outside of that, the recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the Crystal City ISD student code of conduct for the 25 through 27 school years because it's approved in a biennium. Questions for Noralicia?
My only concern is, what's gonna happen, just from code of conduct on the phone that either allow them.
When the board considers the resolution, then we have to come and update the code of conduct, yes.
Once the board comes to the resolution of what
Uh,
it's like to do.
Also, there's something on students, homeschool, and maybe you can help me with that, that they can participate in UIL or not, or we can address that. or-
That resolution, yes, that
It's gotta come in the
resolution is going to
resolution.
come next Wednesday.
Okay, next Wednesday, so we,
Next Wednesday.
be here on
Thank you,
time,
Coach.
be here on time.
6:30?
Anything else on?
You all don't have questions for Noralicia. The student code of conduct still has to go through 2 more resolutions, but we do have to bring it to you before we give it out to the student body.
I don't know if it's here, and I think it is. I think I discussed it with you on reviewing the policy for the National Honor Society. Right now, I mean, there's a lot of seniors that join the National Honor Society when they're gonna graduate.
Not on the student code of conduct, that's a club guideline.
But I think that's the one here on the.
And on National Honor Society?
I don't know
For
what
student
it
code
is.
of, oh, you're looking at the student handbook. So we're considering the student.
Well,
code of
just jot
conduct
it
right
down
now.
because I
Yes.
mean, that's something that I think we need to look closely at. When do we start identifying the kids that will want to be in the
National Honor Society.
That's a later item, right?
It's in the
Yes.
student handbook, yes, sir.
So besides that, I mean,
Unless you all have questions for Ms. Mendoza, we're ready to make a recommendation.
Are there any highlighted changes from the last years or anything that you guys?
No, the main difference is gonna be, the board resolution for the supplement. So that's what we're just waiting on tonight. That way, if whatever the board decides, then we go back and update this again.
Ready?
let's see.
That's the handbook.
Everything else stays the same.
Yes, sir. Right now, we're doing it.
Okay, recommendation.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the CCISD Student Code of Conduct for the 25-27 school years.
Do I have a motion?
With the modification of
Yes, sir.
also the cell phone.
Correct.
So move.
Second,
Second.
questions, concerns? Not all in favor? Motion passes. Discussion to approve the property casualty insurance premium for September the 1st.
What was the vote for C?
Everybody
7-0.
to approve the student, the casualty insurance premium for September 1st, 25 through September 1st, 26.
So Mr. Velazquez will introduce our next speaker and present the annual, yes.
Good evening.
For renewals.
Good evening. This is Mr. Craig Pruski. He is with Livernia Insurance. His father's been our agent, or the school district's agent, I like to say maybe 30 years. Brought all these policies to us, and many of them favor the district in respect to funding. Mr. Pruski tonight will give you a presentation of what is proposed for the next couple of years, and he'll share more as to the agreement the district has signed the last couple of years. Mr. Pruski.
Thank you, Mr. Velazquez. Hello, my name is Craig Persky. Do you all have one of these?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We do.
So this is the renewal comparison for last year to this year. And as you can see at the bottom, we have gone down in price, which is very good in today's markets. We had a couple of claims in Coastal City with the fire right by the field house, and with it going down this year was a pretty surprise to us. We were really happy with it. There's a couple of positives and negatives to it. The deductible, it went from 10,000 to 15,000, and that's all other perils other than wind and hail. So that was kind of a negative, but 15,000 is very low in today's market. We see a lot of 25 and 50,000 AOP deductibles. Another negative was if you go down to educators legal, it's pretty close to the bottom. The deductible went from 10,000 to 20,000. Again, the legal side of the insurance claims have been a lot worse in the past 5 years. And the insurance is requiring more higher deductibles, so that's kind of why that's going up. And then a couple of the positives from last year, this year is the cyber limit got a buff from 1 million to 2 million, which is really good. And the premium came down on that as well. And I think it's because we thought cyber was gonna be a lot more prevalent on the claim side of it, but we haven't been hit with many. So we were able to increase the limit for that and reduce the premium. The other thing was the overall premium. I mean, it going down close to 20,000. That was a big positive for this past year. That's all I really have on the property side with renewal from last year to this year. If y'all have any questions on property and liability.
Do we have any questions?
The recommendation, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I also have a buy down to talk about. And that's up to y'all if you don't want to buy it. The buy down is for that wind and hail deductible. If you see the green and yellow highlighted, fourth line, 2% with a $500,000 minimum on wind and hail. That is almost industry standard. We've had numerous markets quote the same thing. So we offer from Livonia Insurance, we go through CRC, which is another insurance group, to offer a buy down. What that is gonna do is buy your deductible down from 500,000 to 100,000. And the reason we do that is because we do a lot of small school districts, and we've had a couple of them get hit, and a $500,000 deductible is insane. But the premium for that is $40,000 a year. So we always leave it up to the school board and see what y'all want to do with that, but we definitely are going to bring it to y'all and see.
Is the buy down annual?
Yes, ma'am. It is annual and it's all year. So if you have 4 hailstorms, it'll be 4 from $500,000 to $100,000 deductibles. So it technically would save you 1.2 million if you had 3 large hailstorms. But I personally recommend it for a school with fund balance. If the schools have higher fund balance, I say you're rolling the dice. But if you can weather the storm of a $500,000 deductible, then that is what it is. But it's I've seen it more prevalent as we're getting higher and higher deductibles with these insurance rates. But again, it's $40,000 a year. Actually, it's $38,284.85 a year. And if you don't think you're gonna have a hailstorm, a major hailstorm in 10 years, don't buy it. It ain't worth it. But it pays for itself if you have one within 10 years. If you're trying to save money, if you're not worried about it, don't do it.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the property casualty insurance premiums for the September 1st, 2025 to September 1st, 2026 school years.
Without the thing that he.
With the buy down. Because we've always purchased it.
Okay, we have a motion. Motion by Mr. Espinosa. Second.
I'll second it.
Second by Peggy Young. Questions, concerns? In favor?
That's worrying that more than a suit.
Victor and Peggy didn't. But Victor.
Abstain, sir.
Abstain.
Okay, 1 abstention, 6-1. We're going now to the student insurance. Discussion action to approve the proposal of student insurance for the 25-26 school year.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
On student insurance, we have Mr. Jeffrey Johnson and Patrick Flores. They've been insuring the district on the student side of athletics. We bought a policy about maybe 8-9 years ago. It covers all students, whether in athletics or band, all students, and Mr. Johnson can explain that policy. And the district has been able to afford it, and we have filed claims, the district has filed claims.
Good evening. My name is Jeff Johnson. This is my associate Patrick Flores. Thank you for inviting us. We have been the agents for the district for many years, I believe over 15. Thank you very much for your trust in business. Y'all, because of your socioeconomic situation in this area. We have a lot of children and families that just frankly can't afford health insurance. Accidents are very prevalent, especially in the sports side. But a few years ago, we had sports-only coverage for the district, but the district chose to enhance that to include all school. That's from K-12. So if there's any accidents of anybody you see walk in the cafeteria, walking down the hall, in the classroom, that is now covered on the playground, that sort of thing. In addition to the sports and UIL coverage, so that your one-act play, your drama, that sort of thing is also covered. We also cover, obviously, football, because we're pretty interested in football down here. We also cover fall ball and spring ball and 7-on-7. If y'all play 7-on-7, it's also, because technically 7-on-7 is not considered UIL, but it is considered off-season conditioning. We do throw that in as a covered event. So we've been pretty fortunate. The district has had reasonable losses in the last couple of years. We actually had a pretty good year this last year. We've come down nearly 20% in your base plan premiums in the last 4.5, 5 years. So, yes, sir.
Does this cover, like about 8 years ago, an official tripped over a player? The official wanted to sue the school. I don't remember the outcome of it.
Excellent question, sir. This is for the students. Doesn't cover faculty, guests, officials. It does cover if that student was a football player and the student got hurt because the official fell on them, then the student would be covered.
That's within the playing compact of just the football field, right?
Well, yeah.
Not fans or anybody outside the football field.
Well, actually, yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So, yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
So, as I said, we've been fortunate. We did have a good year this last year. And, knock on wood, we'll have another good year this year. You're going into the second year of a 2-year rate guarantee. We went down about 7% last year. And so we managed to hold the rate. I know we don't hear insurance folks talk about decreases too often, but we have been holding the line and in fact doing decreases as often as we're able to, based on the risk of the district.
One quick question, you all come from where?
We're San Antonio, sir.
San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Maybe Ernest, do you have a
The
recommendation?
recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the proposal for student insurance for the 25-26 school year,
A
as
motion.
presented.
Motion.
Mr. Espinosa. Second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Houston.
I have a question, sir.
Concerns?
Yes, sir.
This insurance, is it secondary? In other words, it only kicks in after the student's primary insurance does their job? Is it?
Excellent question. If I could take 30 seconds
Yes, sir.
for that.
Yeah.
The reality is that based on your free lunches, that's a good judgment of what the amount of students have health insurance or even Medicaid and CHIPS. You probably have 90% of children with. In the event of somebody having health insurance, then the health insurance would pay first, we'd be second in line. Even with health insurance, the reality of today's world is it used to be $1,000 deductible was normal. Now it's $2,000 to $5,000 deductible. In addition to 20% co-insurance that mom and dad are responsible for, maybe a co-payment to go to the emergency room, that sort of thing. Doctor visit copay. So we do pay in conjunction with, not to replace health insurance. In the event of Medicaid, we pay first because that's the way the government is. So, does that help, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If they have nothing, we pay.
Yeah, then we're the only game in town. But again, we have an excellent network of orthopedic surgeons. All your orthos and all your surgical centers that you use are in our no balance billing network. So they take what we pay them. They don't go after mom and dad.
Say for instance, mom and dad have health insurance and it covers everything. Will your insurance, or is there any type of insurance that can cover the copay or the premiums? This covers the copay for the parents?
It covers the copay for if they have to go to a doctor visit or something like that? Yes. We pay up to usual and customary, which is basically a blank check for doctor visits for up to 5 per accident. So if they have to go to the orthopedic surgeon and it's a $75 copay out of their health insurance, Then they send us a receipt, and we get an explanation of benefit from their health insurance saying it was billed at $200, they paid $75. We will reimburse the parents when they pay out of pocket, up to the amount of the policy. Is that okay?
We work in conjunction with your athletic trainers also. I think you still have the same two. If there's an injury, they file a claim form. They're very good about that, about helping things head off.
Our communication level with your staff has been outstanding, athletic department and your trainers for many, many, many years. And so kudos, good job on that. Thank you.
These guys, they hired.
And in fact, we've had no claims issues. This is going to be our third year without one phone call from mom or dad saying, hey, we got a problem with this bill or something like that. We've had zero claim issues, zero phone calls. And so that when our phone doesn't ring, that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
And this insurance covers as well youth sports and everything as well, or?
Sorry?
Does this insurance cover youth sports, whether the athletic booster club decides to have?
It has to be school sponsored and supervised. So if they're playing club soccer away from the school district, that's on them. But if it's anything that's school sponsored and supervised, K through 12, then it is covered.
So even if the athletic booster club is hosting youth sports, it's a sponsored group?
School sponsored, has to be sponsored by the district. So it would have to be a school sanctioned event. A track meet, a football game, a practice, a tryout, travel to and from, etc.
Yes.
The cost is the $52,000 that says.
That is the total cost, including the base plan of $48,000, which is from the first dollar to $25,000 maximum per claim. And then there's a catastrophic plan that kicks in at $25,000, goes up to $10 million. That's a 10-year-long benefit if the need arises. The reality is that sometimes we have unsuccessful surgeries. There's a failure rate on even a simple knee surgery of 2 to 4%. Shoulders can be as high as 18% failure rate. Therefore, that catastrophic kicks in if there's a need for a second surgery within the time period.
Okay, all in favor? I think we had a motion and a second.
Yes.
All in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Be safe.
Have discussion action to approve the workers' compensation renewal proposal for 25-26 school year.
Again, we have Mr. Cruz, available on that as well.
The workers' comp is a little more cut and dry than property and casualty. The workers' comp has a flat rate. We're in a multi-year deal. I think we're in the year 3 of 5. And everything's going well as far as I'm concerned on every claim benefits, medical bill reviews, everything like that. Is there anything I would like to discuss on this year's workers' comp renewal?
Anything different, I mean, from last year?
Absolutely nothing, sir. So we have a 5-year deal with Edwards Risk, or actually it's Workers' Comp Solutions, Workers' Comp Solutions. And they do really well. They do on-site, 3 on-site visits. They provide cafeteria equipment, some mats. They do, but wherever they need. So they do a pretty cool diagram of where y'all's claims are every year, every school district they have. And then they send out safety officers to kind of work in those areas. So if it's in bus, if it's in custodial, if it's wherever y'all's claims are, they'll do on-site visits 3 years.
To try to improve it.
Yes, sir. And when we first started this program, I think it was, I looked it up, it was like $350,000 a year, and now it's way less, and that's really due to claims bringing all that down. So it's a great program, and they're happy. I'm hoping y'all are happy. And
happy.
Yes.
Any questions? If not, I need a Ms. Veronis.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the workers' compensation renewal proposal for the 25-26 school year as presented.
Motion? Motion. Just a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mata, all in favor?
I have a question. I just forgot to ask, what's the total premium? Is that the 87,000?
So I'll do it's kind of a little complicated because it's partially self-funded, but let's say the best year you have 0 claims out the whole year, it'll be $74,153.13.
All right.
If you have the worst year possible, the max you will pay is $211,166.05.
You mentioned it's self-funded. Where is that self-funded?
So if it stays below 211,000, y'all are funding that technically. So it's kind of like your stop loss. So your stop loss is 211,000. If it gets higher than that, that's when the company pays for all benefits. So, and that's how it's kind of brought down. So we really focus on loss control because they want it to keep low and y'all want it to keep low. So if you have a great year, you get rewarded for it. If you have a really, really bad year, the company takes the hit. But I mean, you're out of $211,000. So it's good for loss control for the school district and the company to.
Does the district have the self-funding?
Yes. Been doing it for a number of years.
Any more questions? Not all in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
B, discussion action to approve the letter of engagement with our auditing services for the year ending August 31, 2025, Ms. Gomez.
Again, this is an annual engagement commitment for our auditing services, which will begin probably September 1st. The recommendation is that the board approve the letter of engagement for audit services for the year ending August 31st, 2025.
With
Eid and Company.
Any other questions?
This is the same company that's been doing our audits.
Yes, sir.
Motion? Just a second.
Second.
Vince?
Vince, second. Questions, concern? Not all in favor?
I abstain, sir.
Oh, you abstain?
Yes.
Okay, one abstention. H, discussion action to approve the memorandum of understanding for the Vallejo Florico Cristal for the 2005-2006.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees consider to approve the memorandum of understanding for the Ballet Folclórico de Cristal, and Dr. Guzman is here in case you all should have any questions. Mari, in case we should have any questions.
Right now?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they went through a lot of training.
I have, this is the year with 8. There's a big demand. I've been actually waiting to start. Ideally, we would like to start in July. But yes, I'm here again to offer my services at no cost, right? I do not charge. I do this because I want to for our community. There is.
Accept donations.
I'm sorry?
Accept donations? Not for me, but somebody, anybody.
That is how we have survived. Besides the use of the dresses that the district has, and then I sew, so I have made some costumes. And so this summer we went to a conference, a national conference in El Paso. I don't know if you all heard about it.
Yes.
But the parents raised money. Not all 8 students went. The more experiences, because it was for advanced groups, right? But it was a wonderful experience in El Paso, and they learned about 15 new dances along with myself. You know, so we're eager to get started. There's, like I said, there's a big demand. I included that I would like to begin a second group of younger students in cooperation with Ms. Noemi Lopez. Hopefully, we'll see. Because, I mean, I'm always being asked, and it's just the time. But this year, I'm like ready to go.
I mean, the students you take to El Paso, I know, I mean,
So El Paso.
I saw a lot of things on Facebook, and it was very exciting.
4, 1 couldn't go at the last minute. Yeah. And they were the ones that had at least 3 years experience, because again, it was very intensive. And all the parents went too, so they raised the funds, and yes, we had, everything was paid for through donations.
What music, do y'all pick the music that you dance to?
Yes, it's things that because I also take classes in Laredo, so it's things that I've learned, things that we've learned years ago, because we've been doing this since I became a counselor, about 20, when I was at Zavala.
Just a thought, since our students are very talented, maybe in the future you can get the band to do like a stage band.
Okay.
And they can,
Sorry.
and those girls can dance to the,
I've been waiting forever to dance at least once to Guadalajara at our game, and it hasn't happened yet, because there's one of the songs.
I mean, that would,
Guadalajara.
to me, that would look,
I'm sorry, I get excited because.
would look great.
I know. Anyway, so yeah, that's.
So we think alike.
Yeah, but it's traditional mariachi music from different states of Mexico.
Yes.
Ma'am.
I want to thank you for all that you do. I mean, I know it's volunteer. I mean, you do it in Cinco de Mayo, 16 de septiembre. You do it at church, you do it here, you do it there, and,
And we're gonna, thank you so much for the invite, yes, we're opening.
the students went también cuando there was a presentation there, the walkout in San Antonio, and so
Yes, sir.
kind of keeps our culture alive. And
This is all done outside of the normal school day.
Yes, it's in early afternoons.
Miss, is there any opportunity to kind of how we work with the AgriLife, you know, have them as adjunct faculty? Maybe have individuals, adjunct faculty to come and teach maybe during PE courses, or instead of going to actual PE for the first to third graders, maybe they can.
Is there a
By that-
possibility? Yes, we would have to.
Well,
I don't know your schedule.
I work.
Yeah, she works.
Schedule, but
We're gonna,
Retirement in 2026, and I plan to continue. I actually would like to start 501. Okay, anyway, but 501 C plan, but for sure. I mean, oh my gosh, it's.
a possibility.
I don't know your schedule. That's
And I
why.
started, yes, I'm a full-time employee. Yes, I'm a school counselor.
and you weren't gonna apply for band director if you couldn't find one.
I sure was. I really considered it. I really did. I can teach actually music at up to 8th grade. I have a generalist. Anyway.
We talked about it. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Your
The
recommendation.
recommendation is that the board approve the memorandum of understanding for the Ballet Folclórico de Cristal for the 25-26 school year as presented.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
just you know how, all in favor,
I just wanna comment real quick. It does state to, you know, to be available to unlock gates and doors to school facility used for practice when staff is unavailable. And then they may need busing when invited destinations further than 5 to 10 miles. I do wanna make sure that facilities are open when needed, and when they need a bus, that a bus will be there for sure. That's all I'm asking.
Noted?
I mean, and on top of that, I mean, I guess all of this is gonna be sanctioned, school events, right? I mean, if they're gonna be traveling on a bus and
Yes.
traveling and all that, so they'd be covered under all of our insurance.
If it's a school-sponsored activity, yes.
Make sure you put a school function so we can be covered by
My
the
school sponsor
insurance.
is Trabajo.
so also, you dance too.
I've actually approached Fowler County as well to start an adult group.
You're getting all the
I wanted to, yes.
you're getting all the elementary principals too.
And I'm hoping more boys join in. That's why I want to start with a younger group,
Yeah.
because I know that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All in favor? Carries. Next one, discussion action to consider the approval of the contract between Crystal City ISD and Cecilia Reina.
So the next couple of items are all contractual in nature. These are annuals, they're recurring. Mrs. Mendoza will present the different items to you. Nora Alicia?
Yes, so this year I brought you up. We've been working diligently to kind of reduce the contractor costs. I've been working with the business office. We also work with the Region 20 liaison. So last year, I think we presented to the board 5 contracts. This year, we're presenting 3. So the first one for Ms. Cecilia Reina, she is a SLP, so she's just like what I am, and then she's also a diagnostician. So before you, you have two different contracts. The wording on the contracts just does say as assigned by special education director or as needed. So for Ms. Reina, it's more as that supplemental support. So I will be doing most of the speech evaluations for the district. If I need that extra support and backup, she is there. Ms. Reina also provides the supervision for our SLPAs, and that's something that in January, starting in January 24th, that's a cost that I will be able to pay as by our national board, ASHA, which is the American Assistant Hearing Association. I'll be able to take over supervision for that. So this is more of a supplemental as student support for both roles as far as the diagnostician and the speech pathologist.
Was there a concern on her about bringing her salary down last year, or?
She was one along with another, that we didn't bring this year due to the cost, so that's where I said, you know, this is, she wrote her contract more as needed or at the assignment of the special education director, because it is more supplemental this year, so I kind of dictate what evaluation she will get and whatnot, so, this is more of a supplemental. But she is primarily for the reason of the supervision, since I am ineligible to supervise or have assistance under my license until January.
Can you discuss the other one while Ms. Wooderness comes, and then we can vote on?
Oh, the other ones, okay, yes, sir. So then the second one is school therapies. So school therapies, we've been in partnership for quite a while. They offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, diagnosticians, which this year they're allotting us to, and then also the LSSP, which is a school psychologist. In their contract, the only modification they made, they're at an hourly rate, which is a competitive hourly rate. I mean, they're a little bit the least as far as cost, but they also included, instead of an hourly rate for travel, we negotiated and they did do the mileage. So they'll be paid mileage at the federal standard versus hourly. So, you know, they bill me 2 hours to come, 2 hours back. We kind of did the cost and it was more efficient and like less cost to do it at the federal rate. And they gladly modified their contract to show that. So the three contracts that you see, I know it says in the cover page for like therapy services, but the three contracts are for PT/OT, physical therapist, occupational therapist, educational diagnostician, and also the school psychologist. And then the last one, so the last one is for Ms. Lisa Flores. She did turn in a contract last year. This is for the speech therapy services that are provided to our students. Ms. Reina will assist with the evaluation part, but this is the actual treatment of the students, you know, speech therapy minutes in their IEP. So this is just as a part of support for the actual treatment of the students.
Ms. Lawrence, we discussed all three. I mean, is there any questions on any of the three that you discussed, Mr. Mata?
Yeah, how many, I'm just curious, how many students do we have that actually use the speech therapy services or school therapy services?
That have school therapy services? So we have about 15 that have physical therapy services. We have about 27 that have occupational therapy services. And for speech therapy services, we have about 115.
How many?
115. But that's for speech, that's not for PT and OT, those are the ones that get serviced by school therapies, but school therapies provides the educational diagnosticians and the school psychologists, which are part of needed if there's reevaluations or psychological evaluations that are needed.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Lawrence, you want to make a recommendation on the three? I mean, I don't think anybody had any questions except Mr. Mata. You can go for the three persons that she discussed. Or we can take it.
Yeah, we need to take them individually. So the recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the speech language therapy and educational diagnostician services contract between Crystal City ISD and Cecilia N. Reina for speech therapy and educational diagnostician evaluations for the 25-26 school year.
So move.
Mr. Bonilla.
Second.
Mr. Espinosa, questions, concern? All in favor? Okay, go to J.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the contract between Crystal City ISD and Lisa Corbin Scarpa School Therapy Services for the 25-26 school year.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Bonilla.
Second.
Second, Mr. Espinosa. Questions, concerns? All in favor? Next one.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees consider to approve the contract between Crystal City ISD and Criselma Flores for the 25-26 school year.
Motion.
To move.
Second. Second. All in favor? Okay, 7-0. Now we're going
No,
into.
Vince is going to abstain.
Oh, yeah. The informational items.
Thank you, Ms. Mendoza.
And,
We have what?
and
The-
we have this, House Bill 1481.
That's from the other agenda on the one that you gave us.
It's on the paper one.
Yeah.
Ms. Mendoza will come up. So this is a discussion action item for the board's consideration of a ban on school cell phone use. Lisa, do you want to just walk the board through conversations that we've had with the district leadership team, including conversations we had today?
Yes, ma'am. So, conversations that we've had is, some campuses have, inquired about like a full ban where, the devices aren't allowed on campus, because of the disruptions that it could cause for the community. In academics, I know principals, especially if it's reporting when there's, altercations, fights, or just, kind of texting like, hey, let's meet in the restroom type of situation. So one of the proposals is for the full-on ban. Another thing could be like maybe if they do it as a, yes, the cell phones are not allowed, but maybe there could be steps to the infraction, like first offense. This is kind of what the discipline is. Second offense, this is the discipline, and third offense and on. So besides the gray area, there is a ban, but it's there. The state is actually leaving it to the board to decide exactly what route they want to take, either full-on ban or maybe do like a part of like you cannot have it, and then if you do, we do find you with one confiscated, and these are like offense 1, offense 2, offense 3.
Have you heard about the new thing that the state let Northside Independent School District? Because we have those two. We have no and this. Now, I think Northside Independent School District, they said they got a waiver from TA saying that all students can bring their cell phones, put them in their pockets. They can use them during lunch. And I don't know, we check on that law.
Mario is still on. Mario,
Yeah.
have you heard?
Can you repeat what you last said?
Such a resolution?
Last year, I think, last night, Northside Independent School District approved their cell phone policy. And I think they mentioned at the board meeting that they had gotten a waiver from TA saying that the students could bring their cell phones, put it in the pocket, but use it during lunchtime.
Right. Well, I don't know about a waiver, but the law that they passed says that students cannot use it, or the schools can prohibit it during school time, basically. It doesn't define what school time is, so there is some wiggle room there for the district. I don't know if it's a waiver or if it's just that the district adopted a policy that basically is pretty broad, or because what you mentioned right now would be allowed by the law. It's just whether the district wants to tweak it to make it stronger.
Well, that's Northside. So what are we looking at?
So after our discussion with our campus leadership teams, and of course, obviously after our discussion as well, the recommendation to the board is going to be that the CCISD impose a full ban, therefore not allowing students to possess or carry their personal communication device.
Ms. Briones?
Yes, ma'am.
What about like for out-of-town games? Will they be able to carry their cell phones on the bus, like to let their parents know, hey, we're in Uvalde, we're in Laredo, we're coming in?
Yes, ma'am. We usually do, I think what we talked about prior is, those athletes will come to the field house, they'll drop them with me in a designated area, and they'll stay to the field house till we get on the bus.
And then just to clarify this, the policy is only referring to the instructional day.
Okay.
So everything outside of the instructional day.
Is good.
Yes, they get to carry their phones.
I think that's where the policy needs to get a little bit more
Yes.
clarified and actually define instructional day. Right now, we're not using the school day. So technically for a football player, it'd be from 7 in the morning until 12 midnight, right? That they wouldn't, whenever they get back from their out-of-town game. So I think if we can clarify that to be an instructional day for extracurricular activities.
If you look, Vince, at bullet number 2,
Yes.
at school day. School day means the time of day beginning with the first bell of the day and ending with the last bell of the day. So technically that is the instructional day.
Because, you know, I was reading where El Paso challenged it, rich parents. The main thing that they had was define instruction. Does that mean athletic period, band period, lunch? Mr. Espinosa, I'm talking to Ms. Briones, please. Does it define, like, some people are study hall? And that was their main concern.
So according to the resolution that we're presenting to the board, it's first period up to the last period of the day. That is defined as instructional day, the school day.
Yeah, but can we, the point I think that Gabriel is putting across, is we need to be specific. I think the best way to do it would be to put the instructional time from 7:45 in the morning to the last period ends at what time?
We can do that.
You know what I mean? That way there's no
ambiguity.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And I
We'll do that.
think that clarifies if the students leave at 12 PM, that ends, 12 AM or 12 PM.
That ends their.
Includes their instructional day, right?
Of course, we'll put in the exception of those permitted reasons that you guys put there in the last.
Something about the.
Exceptions.
Yes.
Or the kids, I mean, special ed kids and all that.
Those are protected
That's all
exceptions, so we have to leave them there.
There's also, I know the law stated you can either ban it or the district to provide pouches or whatever the case. Did the district look into grants or anything to provide, to purchase those yonder cases?
We looked at product,
Thing.
Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, ma'am. We did look at the yonder cases, sir. And the state is providing a supplemental allotment for them. It will still incur the district will still incur some charges though, because I believe that if I remember correctly, they offer about $12.50 per pouch. And they cost approximately $25 each. So the district will incur cost.
I read that the state had created a grant, I guess it was like $20 million total throughout the whole grant. And it was a first come, first serve, and it's geared to helping the low economic advantage, low economic areas. So I don't know if the district took a look into that grant. I think the grant barely came out maybe about a week and a half ago. So that may be one option to purchase those yonder pouches, and those yonder pouches allow the kids to keep their phone, and the district has different things in their classrooms, right, to be able to release them in
Good area.
Work with magnets.
Yeah, work with magnets and things like that.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if the district wants to take a look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's why the state is giving us a whole 18 days to transition from September 1st to September 18th. Yes, and that's a conversation that we've had with administrators is the students struggling to turn, if we do collect their phones, the struggle of collecting the phones. The phone in the backpack or keeping it at home, that's going to be something that we have to mitigate.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's going to be an issue, yes, sir.
You had 500 students at the high school.
Yes.
Everyone has one of those devices. How many of our employees are going to be used to hold them?
Yes.
If we ask them to take them to a particular place, one person might not be enough. It's going to be a backlog kids are gonna be late to class.
The other thing, I mean, well, this wasn't my phone, I gave you this, it's like when,
Or my phone was not broken.
in the dressing room, sometimes, hey, somebody took my tennis shoes, and it becomes a headache for administrators.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think also, I mean, you know, this is for the, pertaining to the students, but also to the employees, right? I mean,
For this,
I don't know what the policy is on cell phone for employees and things for cell phone use on for employees, but
make sure they have them all on.
limiting teachers
Also-
using the cell phone in
Discuss that
class,
as well.
I mean,
Discuss that as well.
you know, need to make sure.
Some kids already said,
Children.
kids already said they're gonna,
So,
Like you're rubbing it in.
Yeah.
you know how that.
we have to put a policy in place
And they're like,
in case we have kids that, out of, bring them to the school.
The board has to decide whether or not they want to implement a full ban, or if they want us to collect the phones and put them in a safe place. So the state's recommendation is a ban. There's a ban on cell phone use. The board then has to ensure that it is enforceable as policy.
Real quick, we also need to have some consequences, right?
Yes.
A lot of students already told me they're gonna challenge it.
Well, this is what I was telling Ms. Briones, okay, the state is also giving us 90 days from September to come, even if we go the route of telling the students not to bring them. It's gonna be a couple of kids that are gonna bring them, and we're gonna fine them, so the state wants to see what are gonna be the consequences.
Correct.
So we have.
These are the potential disciplinary measures.
Those are just some sample measures, but, you know, we'll have to, you know, there's a lot of things contingent on the board's decision tonight. However you decide, we go back and change, obviously, policy and discipline management plan, including the sample disciplinary offenses that you have there.
We're gonna post signs,
Just a sample,
at all entrances, we're gonna post signs.
That's a good idea.
depending on the outcome of your vote.
I think, if we take care of the students' phones, it's just gonna open up a bad, can of worms. Like, if they get lost, they get broken.
Yeah.
To me, it's better just complete
It's gonna
ban.
be a headache for, especially junior high and high school. And now BJ, probably, they take phones, right? So what your recommendation, or are we voting on that today?
I'm ready to make a recommendation if you all are ready to. The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees move to adopt a policy providing for the complete prohibition of use and possession of cell phone and other electronic communication devices during the school day in compliance with Texas House Bill 1481. And of course, knowing that we'll have to define school day in terms of time.
We have a motion,
I make it.
motion by Peggy Young.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mata. Questions, concerns?
I think we need to include in the motion to include the instructional day.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
that's-
I did.
Clarify and you said school day.
The instructional day, yes.
All in favor? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
I think that's that staff also, right?
Staff, we will have to monitor staff as well.
A ban suspension, first time. Vámonos, Recio.
I keep catching straight.
All righty?
Hey, gotta show character, gotta show proper character.
It's gonna take
Have informational items?
Yeah.
They won't bring
It'll take a long time.
We have just under.
Under,
Remember, instructional day ends at 3:45, so after that,
Go ahead, because,
it's on you guys.
let's finish.
under informational items, we have two handbooks for your review. They're only for review only. And one MOU with connections for the 25-26 school year. And unless you have very specific questions about the employee handbook and the student handbook, again, these are TASB designated handbooks. We have made all of the necessary changes as per the 89th legislative session. And the only thing on the list of informational items is the ongoing MOU that we have with connections. Questions?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I guess my only question for the employee handbook and the student handbook, can we get, just a PDF copy of what changed or any, or
Yes.
kind of how we do for the,
We'll have Mrs. Garcia submit that to Ms. Carlos, and she can submit that to you.
On page 23, Ms. Reyes, on paychecks. Page 23 on.
Are you talking about the employee handbook?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all professionals and salary employees are paid monthly.
Bi-monthly, we'll make a note of that.
It says, okay, monthly, hourly employees are paid semi-monthly.
We will make a note of that.
That's the only, after reading everything, that's the only thing that
Okay.
I saw that was, I need to look at this. Have we approved the dress code for the staff?
I don't recall if that would have been something that, for staff, dress code, we would have brought it in. Doesn't it require board approval? It's information.
What if we wanted to make a recommendation on?
Submit it to me. Submit it to me.
And also can give us a list of the hours if they're gonna stay the same on this one.
The daily, the schedule, yes, sir. Other than that, we're good.
What
Mr.
about
Spinks.
connections,
That's an MOU, that's an annual renewal,
that with the mayor?
with Mr. Cerda, yes, sir.
Can you tell him that if he doesn't help us with the traffic over by the field house, we won't approve it? Already told him twice.
He will
It's
visit.
very congested, right? I mean, we have all those things coming through here.
Chief, on North 11th,
On North 11th.
it's out of agenda.
Traffic is pretty bad.
They should make it a one-way, I mean, como lo hacían antes, nomás.
We thought about that. We were gonna talk actually to the city.
Talk to the mayor twice.
We talked to Mr. Benavides, that was last year, and then we were gonna go talk to, Ms. Zavala to see if we could use that other,
So, Chief,
Well, I think all we have to do is go like it was before. Go that way, Juárez, volteas y todo, and not have traffic coming.
not have the traffic coming the other way.
I mean, that way, make it like it was before, because it's very.
It's a one-way.
but I think all that leads to how the school was built and where the main traffic, the way it works traffic-wise.
So yes, we will have a conversation with Mr. Cerda. However, this line item is regarding our MOU with Connections for behavioral health support for our students. So that's just informational, but yes, we will schedule a meeting.
Twice, I mean, when we have those things for the kids, the parents are coming and they're parking and.
I move to adjourn.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
Second. We need to wait for Mr. Espinoza.
Yes.
What is it?
I didn't even see him get up.
Yes, I have favor.
Still have quorum.
Well, I mean, all in favor, he left.
We were set up warm.
Pass it on to Gabriel. You want to pass it on to Gabriel? That's Gabriel.
You got yours, Ben?
They have names. Did you take it?
Take a vote.
I have mine over
He's
here.
Oh, sir, did we wait until we close the vote for adjourn?
already called. Yeah, all in favor?
Give him all.
0.
First, he motioned, I second.
All right. And what time?
Sorry, Mario.
What time is it?
Didn't get one.
59.
Everyone, appreciate y'all's time.
Thank you, Mario.
Recording stopped.
Thank you.
I think what would have helped on the traffic is if